Let's see. I need to probably pull this a little bit closer. It's my volume. All right. So, hey, y'all. I have not been live in forever. My glasses are filthy. Y'all don't pay me no mind the way I look, child. Listen, I know Wednesdays are supposed to be about wine, but right now we're about to talk about health. I don't know why this screen looks like this. It looks kind of weird. It's not like my full screen, and I don't like that. It's like in a box, which is awkward. But we are going to talk about a couple of things, namely our health. Girl, listen, this light is bright, first of all. Good Lord, it's bright. This whole aging thing is doing a number on me. Like, not, I shouldn't say doing a number on me. So what I will say is that I'm dealing with a lot of stress, and it is predominantly work related. Um, it's like I feel like I'm walking on eggshells all the time. So that doesn't help. And then going through menopause, y'all know that throws your hormones off. It throws a lot of stuff off. So our bodies are different. So today I was like, what in the world can I do? Because my blood pressure has been elevated. And I mentioned that to y'all in the last video, the haul video with all the Amazon things that I got with my health savings account. So I was like, what can I do for my heart? Because I'm not used to high blood pressure. I'm just not. And we're not going to stay with this high blood pressure. And then there's some other things like right now, my skin, I don't like the way it feels. Like certain days it feels drier than others. I've noticed that I get dehydrated a lot faster. I get cotton mouth. And for the girls who are watching, sometimes like your lady parts be acting weird. So this video may be a little bit TMI for some people, but I will tell you, I did some research. I asked, I need some water. See, throat just dry. And I dropped my top. I asked one of my girlfriends who is also drinking this okra water, what is it? What are the benefits that she has noticed? And so she gave me some of the benefits that she noticed. And so then I did a little bit more research, and I found out that okra water is good for quite a few things. And some of these things are I deal with my whole menopause journey. Now my throat is dry. But y'all, this okra water is good for a lot. It only has like 33 calories, 7 grams of carbs. It's has fiber, 3.2 grams of fiber. It does have some protein. It's just because it's okra, and I have washed my okra, and it's just sitting in water right now. So I'm about to drain that out. We're gonna make this okra water together, and then we're gonna talk about some other things that I'm doing to help my health. Because I'm not gonna be going down. I'm not going down. No, that ain't what we doing over here. So being 51, I know some people deal with menopause earlier than this. They get perimenopause. Go through actual menopause. I was perimenopause at the age of 35. Yeah. So by 35, I was already dealing with some stuff, which is just ridiculous. I need to turn on some more light. Y'all hold on, because this screen is dark. Okay, that's better. So, what was I going to say? Oh, at 35, I started going. I was perimenopausal at 35, And it kind of weirded me out because I'm like, I'm too young to be dealing with menopause or perimenopause or anybody menopause, period. But I was dealing with it. And so I would have symptoms off and on, like they would last for a couple of months. Then sometimes they will go away, specifically with my cycle, because I went through times where my cycle would be on for a month and then it will go off, then it'll come back on for 3 weeks. That's why I said this is a TMI video for a lot of people. Let me get this TV straight, y'all, because I don't want it to start talking while we up here. Because y'all know I ain't been live in a minute. I ain't trying to be rude with a loud television. I'm trying to. I need to put batteries in this remote. I don't even know why I've been just lazy not putting them in here. Okay. But anyway, like I said, this video, if you're not a female, you might not want to watch. You might not even want to listen. So, cycle. It would come on and it would go off, and I never could track it because I just could not track it. And so did that turn it off? Okay. So after a while, it was just like, okay, well, it's gone. I'm not dealing with it. Okay, cool. So I was like, what can I do at fast forward to help this? Child, the night sweats. I don't really deal with too much of like moodiness. I do sometimes get like to where I want to just be alone, like I just need moments of silence. So that's the most. And my daughter did tell me that sometimes she'll notice that when I come, get off work, I'm kind of like on edge, which that's because of work. And right now, talking about it, I can feel my head starting to hurt. My eyes been jumping, and I know it's all stress related. And so the stress from work, with the hormone difference, has been like really crazy for me. So I was trying to figure out natural ways to help, combat this menopause and this high blood pressure. So I've been seeing people all over these social media streets talk about okra water. So we're going to make some okra water today. We're not going to make a cocktail today, but we are going to make a cocktail next week. Y'all, I have not even had a cup of coffee today because I've been terrified to drink a cup of coffee because I'm like, coffee has caffeine. Is caffeine going to, do anything with blood pressure? Is it going to make my blood pressure higher? So, child, listen, I'm going to get some beets powder because I was told that beets powder is really good. So, and I like beets, so I could actually get some beets and make beet juice and drink that every day. But I'm going to get some beet powder, and also hibiscus tea is good for you. Holy basil tea, which I had some holy basil tea with some fresh ginger and a little bit of honey. And what else did I have? So I was drinking that, and I could actually, by the time I got halfway through the cup, I could actually feel like myself calming down. Last night I had a cup of chamomile tea. That wasn't too bad. So some things that I'm doing right now that are going to really help to monitor my blood pressure and, get my way through this, menopause. I'm definitely going to be doing some more diet changes. I used to be pescatarian. So I'm going to go back to doing that. I need to get my behind back in the gym, or at least walking for 30 minutes every day. So that's going to be something that I'm going to do. I'm going to get myself back to incorporated exercise. I'm not like overweight, but I got enough extra weight on me that I need to get rid of some of it. So here are some of the benefits of okra water. Like I told you, it has the protein, it has potassium. Potassium is very good for people who have high blood pressure. That's one thing I can tell you, and that is medically proven. So this okra water, I know that they've done research, but I haven't heard any doctors talk about it, but I don't care because I like natural ways to do things. If I don't have to take a medication, I'm not going to take a medication. So here's some of the benefits of the okra water. It lowers your blood glucose, lowers cholesterol. Aids in weight loss. That's a good thing because I'm gonna pair that with me going walking, and doing, going back to the gym. It improves digestion, which I have GERD. I don't know if any of y'all have it, but I have some serious indigestion. And I was eating Kit Kats last week, tearing up some Kit Kats. And I'm not a huge chocolate person. However, menopause, y'all, and now it's making me want chocolate. So I had these little miniature ice cream cones that had the hard shell chocolate on it. Eating those and eating Kit Kats tore me up. So indigestion, I was taking some antacids for that. It also helps with boosts your immune system, improves sexual health, and regulates hormones. So for me, I'm definitely looking at this regulates hormones. The sexual health, I don't really have too many issues in that area. I know that this is probably TMI, but for women who do experience vaginal dryness, this can help with that. So if you are experiencing that, and you don't even have to be going through menopause to experience that, but it will help with your lady parts. I will say that. And I've heard that from a couple of people when I've been asking about, what are some of the benefits that you've noticed? And that is one of the ones that they have mentioned. So, and it also, did I say fights inflammation? It fights inflammation. And that's because okra has antioxidants such as polyphenols that help protect cells from damage caused by free radicals and reduce inflammation in blood vessels, both key factors in heart disease. So therefore, it helps with your cardiovascular system. It supports blood pressure management because okra contains potassium, which plays a role in regulating blood pressure. And it aids, which I already said that it helps with your blood glucose, but it says aids blood pressure, blood sugar control. The fiber content in okra also helps manage blood sugar levels by slowing the absorption of sugar and carbohydrates, which can prevent complications from type 2 diabetes that increase heart disease risk. So I'm definitely going to be making this okra water. And I was watching a video and the lady said that she uses alkaline water to make hers. I was just going to use regular spring water, but Food Lion had these on sale for $1. So I went on and got one of these, and I'm just going to pour half in each jar. These are my jars, and I'm going to use 5 pods, I think, because she said she was using 5 pods, and I saw, but you know what? I'm making more than her. So yeah, we'll see how much I can cut up and split. But she did say she was using 5 pods. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut them up and divide them. Now, we'll tell you, it does get gelatinous. So if you're not used to a gelatinous type substance, we've all had phlegm from a cold, from allergies or whatever. It's disgusting. Excuse me. It's disgusting, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it, and it's going to be gelatinous. People have made it with adding fresh pineapple. I've seen people make it with cranberries, like actually juicing the cranberries. And one lady commented, because I had posted it on Facebook asking if anyone had ever tried it. She said that she makes hers with fresh watermelon. So she juices watermelon and adds the watermelon juice to it. I'm going to try it on another friend of mine. She uses hers and she puts lemon in it. So it says that you should drink it on an empty stomach every morning. So my goal is to start with 5 days. I really want to continue to actually have this become a part of my daily regimen. So we're going to see how far I can get, y'all. I'm thinking, I eat okra and I don't mind the slime from when you cook it, but I'm just like, can I drink that? That just reminds me of like looking at aloe vera. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this okra up. We're going to make this water. But another thing that I'm doing is y'all know I have a journal. So I'm going to cut this up while I talk. So let's go ahead and put the water. No, we're going to cut this up because she cut it up first and then she put it in the jar and then she poured the water on top of it. So I'm going to do it the same way that she did it. I don't know if y'all can see this, but another thing that I'm doing, I am actually using my journal because the journal that I have, which I have told y'all about before, it is called The Soul Reset Busy But Aligned. And fresh okra smells so good, y'all. Let me throw. I'm about to drop my knife. Don't drop the knife. I have told y'all about it before. But we haven't actually had a little, sit down type of chit chat about it. So why did I create this journal? I created it because women always are doing a lot, right? We have a lot going on for the most part. Most women are, doing stuff for family, friends, and then add to that some women are moms. Then you just have a lot going on. Your job is pulling you one way. There's slime on my hands already. Your job is pulling you one way. Your family is pulling you one way. And I created this book to actually help us as women learn to create that space for ourselves, because we are always pouring in other people's cups, right? So it's like we need to be poured in our own cup too. So I created this playbook, as I like to call it, for women who are doing it all and want to create their own space, but not lose who they are. So because, sometimes we can, I just knocked the okra seed over here. Hold on, y'all. I can't have no runaway seeds in this kitchen. And if you didn't know, you can dry okra out and dry the seeds out and plant it. It's very easy to grow. I did not grow this, but okra is very easy. I feel like I need one more pod. So, like I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, we always do 5, 6. Yeah, that'll be up. I don't want an odd number. So we are always doing a lot. And so I created this journal so that we as women can learn to create that space for ourselves and be okay with creating that space for ourselves. Whether that means you are just trying to not so much start a business or whatever, but you may have felt like, I don't know what way is up. I don't know what I want to do next with my life. That is the purpose of this journal. It is there to help you figure those things out. And I'm going to show it to y'all as soon as I get this okra off of my hands. And I don't need these seeds because I got plenty of okra seeds. Did y'all know that there's different colors of okra? There's like red okra, there's purple okra. There's lots of colors of okra. And I would assume that it all does the same thing. Yeah, like I said, I'm assuming that it all does the same thing. And even if it doesn't, we're going to use this green okra right here, which is, what most people do. So here's my jars. And we're just going to pour in this alkaline water. And it's going to, the okra is going to expand and it's going to release, it's going to become gelatinous. So, and you sit it in your refrigerator for 8 hours, minimum 8 hours, because you want the water to become infused. And this lady that I was watching, she said that you can actually reuse the okra. So once you make it your first batch or whatever, you can reuse the okra and it'll create more okra water for you. So I'm not adding any fruit or anything to mine. I want to try it regular first, right? So it's 8 ounces in the morning. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let it do what it does. And when I'm going to go live tomorrow, when I drink my first glass, and if I don't go live, I'm going to post a video of me drinking my first glass. Whew, I'm nervous, y'all. But I figure if I can drink psyllium, which I have had psyllium before because of the fiber, if I can do psyllium, I should be able to do this okra. So let's put this in the refrigerator. All right, y'all. Okra is in the refrigerator. Now, let's pour out this water. And let's get back to what we were talking about. So let me finish this little bit of water. So y'all, I'm all over the place. I haven't been live in so long that I feel like I need to recenter myself. So like I was telling y'all, this journal, it is a digital download. And as you see, it is here. It is on my iPad. So you can download it to any type of device. And I like it digitally. I do have a printed copy. I thought I had moved that over here, but I didn't. So my glasses, I need to get my glasses tightened up. But I like it on my iPad because, hold on. I know you guys cannot see what it says, but I'm going to get to a page where I can show you that you can actually write on it because it is compatible with GoodNotes. So you can use this in GoodNotes. And the reason that I say that this journal is going to help me even more is because I am working on some business ideas, right? I have some things going on, but it's also going to help me decompress and get those thoughts out that are stressful. Because like I told you, blood pressure, high blood pressure, and hormones take, they out there right now. And so because of the stress that I'm dealing with work-wise and dealing with this whole menopause thing, like I was telling you, I need something so that I can get my thoughts out. And so right now, this page says what's actually on your plate. Think about what you're carrying in your mind and heart right now, not just what you're doing, but what's weighing on you or asking for your energy. And in here, I'm going to, I don't know if y'all, I'm about to drop it. I don't know if y'all can see, I'm turning it the wrong way. You can't really see it, but I'm going to write in here so that you can see that it is compatible with GoodNotes. So what is something that is weighing on me right now? Work. So I'm going to put that up here. Oops, I got the eraser. Work stress. And what is something else that I'm weighing? Work really, and then the side effects from menopause. Thank God I don't have like that down feeling and that depressed feeling. Although I know some women who do go through it. So I'm able to write in maybe if I turn this light off, you might be able to see. Yep, you can see it better now. Maybe. But I have written in here. So it is an interactive journal. And I really am focusing on doing more things for the female community. I'm doing more things for the women, especially those of us who are in this, this season of change, because what we got going on, a lot. So this journal, like I said, is called the Soul Reset, Busy But Aligned. We have a lot of things going on. We're being played, we're playing tug of war with ourselves half the time. So I wanted to create this journal, not only to help myself and to bring me back to some thoughts that, things I used to do. In here, I'm sharing my story of how I went through a divorce and the things that helped me get through that separation and divorce. And I became a single mom. And so that I have a section in here that tells my story. And I know that may not, ring true for everybody, but I know for the most part, most women have a lot that we have to bury in the sand because, sometimes thinking about what we're going through or talking about different things can make us seem too vulnerable. So we will, pack that down and not talk about it. And in here, I'm talking about the different things that I did that helped me get back on track, such as, talking to a therapist. Because look, Jesus and therapy, they work very well together. They will work very well together. So, and I'm actually at the place now where I am probably getting ready to go back to therapy. And that's because nothing is wrong, but my husband doesn't understand menopause all the way. I don't even understand it all the way. So how can I help him understand it if I don't understand it myself, right? So I just to have somebody to talk to and bounce things off of, just to get it off of my chest. And in here, it just talks about different things that you can do, such as going to therapy, such as taking things off of your plate. Like who wants to have to, whether you work from home or whether you work outside of the home, when you come home, who has time or really has the energy to be in the kitchen cooking all night long? And then you got to feed your family. So in here, I have included some quick and easy but nutritional recipes. I've also included some tea recipes so that you can decompress, or if you need energizing, I have some recipes in here too that with teas and essential oils and things to give you energy. I even have a section in here to create a bath time ritual. So I have a lot in here that is going to be beneficial to the woman as a whole. And even for those of us who are, I got chicken in the oven. Y'all hold on one second. Child, I was about to burn my chicken up. I'm just baking some chicken tenders because getting away from fried foods, that's another thing. I hope y'all can hear me. But getting away from doing fried foods is another thing that's going to really help with monitoring their blood pressure. So what I did was I put coconut oil in a cast iron skillet, and I had seasoned up some chicken tenders. And I took up some chicken breasts and I cut the chicken breast into tenders because I'm trying not to buy a whole lot of pre-made things. Although they are, good as far as time savers, the sodium count in them is not good. And that high sodium count is really not good for your blood pressure. And I'm trying to do everything possible to make sure that I don't increase my blood pressure. So we're having some oven, those are going to be like oven fried because I only have a few in the pan. So I'm letting those get a little bit of crisp on them. So that's what I'm doing. But anyway, back to the journal. So in here, I do have some nighttime rituals. I even have like exercises because exercising is good for all of us. Exercise is good. Whether you doing chair exercises, whether you're walking 30 minutes of exercise is good for us all. So I included some really easy routines that you can do, the 30 minutes that actually can be accomplished and you'll feel better. Like even if you just do a 30-minute walk, something like that. Those things will help you to decompress. They will help to bring down levels of stress. Talking to myself. And so I also have in here, like with the bath time rituals, you're going to see recipes in here with, let's see, let me go through and show you some of those. But they are, that's the recipes. It's in a section called the Reset Toolbox, which I really am excited about. So we have stress relief tea. We have a sleep support tea. I have a detox tea. Oh, and that's another thing, y'all. With the okra water, it's a detox. So it's going to clean you out, honey. So that's another good thing. Rejuvenation tea. So then for bath time rituals, things I have in here, some recipes for you to use like as a bath soak. I have one in here, lavender and Epsom salt soak that relieves stress and helps with sleep. I have one in here, oatmeal and honey milk bath for soft skin. I have one in here for detox. I have one in here for tension relief and a mood boost. So I'm including a lot of different things in here that we really need in our life because anything that we can do to help ourselves to bring it down, but also accomplish the things that we need to. I really feel like this is going to help y'all. And then for those of us who are in business or want to create a business, there's a section in here talking to you about how to focus on who your audience is. How can you help? What it is that you want to do, help them. What is it that you want to focus on? So I have a section in here for that. Even I've included some playlists because music is medicine for the soul. And so I've included some music in here, some songs in here that can help you to, it's called Sound and Healing. So I have that in here as well. But going through this season of life is really changing my mental trajectory. To focus a lot on my health. And I have always been the one to say, hopefully this doesn't happen to me. Hopefully this doesn't happen to me. And so I'm taking those steps so that things don't get completely out of whack, like the okra water. and all the benefits that are in there, like journaling. And in here, like I said, this is a guided journal. So there's space for in here for you to write. There's prompts in here. So you don't have to actually think about it, but there's prompts in here for you as well. So I just feel like it's a good thing. I'm excited about it. And I hope that you guys go ahead and grab your copy. I do have the link for it pinned in here in the comments. And it's also in the description where you can grab your copy of the Soul Reset Guided Journal. Is there anything else I want to tell y'all? Probably when I get the beetroot powder, I'll come back. I'm definitely going to come back when I try this okra water. I was watching a video. One lady said she did it for 6 months, and the benefits that she experienced were out of this world. She was talking about her hair. She was talking about her skin, and she talked about her bowels, and she didn't talk about the lady parts, but she did talk about those. Oh, and then she did talk about her ability to not have that indigestion anymore. So I'm really excited about trying this because it's all natural. And if you have followed me for any amount of time, you know that I love a good healthy journey. And so I have told myself I got to get back on my health journey that is not only physical but is also mental. And so my journal, that's my mental piece. Therapy, that's the mental piece, and physical is going to be things that I take into my body. Now, am I going to stop drinking my wine? Nope. Now, if they told me I need to, yeah, but the doctor ain't told me none of this. These are things that I've noticed on my own. So I am going to be back next week. I did buy a wine that I wanted to try with y'all today, but I was like, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something healthy. So I might be back later, maybe this weekend. I bought a box wine, y'all. So I bought a box wine to try with you guys because I know a lot of people talk about box wines. But anyway, I did have that. Somebody texted me. Where's my phone? Oh, it's over there. I did buy a box wine to try with y'all. So I might try that over the weekend. But for sure, that might have to be Sunday. Yeah, because Saturday is my cousin's reunion, so I'll be with my family all day. But I'll have that box wine, and then October comes, and we're gonna start making our. I don't have no chin hair, thank God, but my skin is dry because I've been dehydrated. Oh, dehydration, y'all! That's another one I wanted to tell y'all about. Dehydration can affect your blood pressure, so I've been dehydrated a lot, and then I was drinking these little packets that for electrolytes. I didn't realize how much sodium was in them, and I was drinking them like 2 a day. And so I have cut those out, and I'm just drinking regular old water. I don't have a problem drinking water. Sometimes I just want a flavor, and so that's why I was drinking those. But what was I going to say? I can't wait to try this okra water so I can get my skin nice and plump and shiny and moisturized. But I think that was all I wanted to share with y'all. I think so. So if you have any questions about anything that I might be dealing with menopause or mentally when it comes to the changes that I'm going through, just hit me up on Instagram, because if you DM me over there, I can respond. I can't do a DM on YouTube, and I don't have, or my email though, you can email me because my email address is in here too. So I just wanted to come up here and share some of my health changes that I'm making with you guys in this season of change. And I'm going to try my best not to allow myself to get stressed too much from work. That's a tough one. So yeah. And those of you who know how my job is. Y'all know. I ain't even gonna talk about it because I don't want to get stressed. I want to actually sleep peacefully tonight. And that's another thing. If you're not getting your sleep, get your sleep. I just felt my head start hurting that fast. So I told y'all, I gotta find something. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. I love you guys, and I hope you are having an amazing week. Listen, we're only 2 days closer to the weekend, so here we are, Wednesday. Wednesday. Lord, my throat dry. I'm gonna get off of here because I need to go sit down somewhere. Anyway,
I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.